Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the December 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and get into it here. Column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2 is going to be general, big messages for December. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you, Taurus. But let's go ahead and get into it. Column number 1, we have a summary affirmation card of surface. Again, this is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So with the surface card, we have to think about having like a bubble around ourselves, Taurus, and just kind of letting things roll off of us that aren't meant for us, and only really absorbing the good things, taking on the good things. So having that kind of surface, having that kind of protection around you. Again, this is past tense, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. I like to see this. I think that is something you did a really good job of these last few weeks. Only taking on the good things, keeping everything else out there, Taurus. But let's go ahead and see what other messages we have here. Okay, first up we have the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is a card of luxury. This is self-sufficiency. These could be some sort of financial gains, but there's a lot of enjoyment here. There's luxury, being able to enjoy, take things in. So I like to see this for you. Again, it's been very positive, very much just taking on the good things here for you. So that's card number 1. Our next card here we have is the Justice card. The Justice card is a card that's always favorable for you here, Taurus. This can be like legal matters, contracts, things of the court potentially that we've been working through. But again, it's receiving positive things for the most part, usually due to your hard work. At the bottom, we have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups can be a card of loss or sorrow. So there could be some grieving. I apologize for those of you that have lost somebody here, Taurus. It does seem like that could be the case. But we're almost like mourning or grieving something here, Taurus. But all in all, I think things look pretty good. Again, there was some nice enjoyment here that's happening, things being quite favorable for you. But then there is something here potentially with some lower feelings. Let's clarify and see what other messages I can give you. First up, we have the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands is a card of like defending yourself, feeling like you have to protect yourself. We haven't really had this feeling, Taurus, because again, we have this surface, we have this bubble around ourselves, so we're only taking on the good things. We've been able to enjoy the good things without having to defend them, without having to fight for them, which is nice to see. The next card we have is the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is a card for desire of long-term security. These are the things that we want long-term, the things that we don't quite have yet, but the Justice is a good step towards those. Again, the Justice is favorable for you. This is finding out truth. This is finding out information. This is receiving things that are positive for you. So this is nice steps towards the things that you want long-term. Again, this can be like legal contracts, matters of the court, so that's good because, again, favorable outcome for you. At the bottom, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have something new, anytime we have an ace card, it's something new. But this is like finding out information that triggered those low feelings. Again, this could be information of somebody passing or something else that's kind of causing those lower feelings for you there, Taurus. So all in all, pretty good, but I'm sorry for whatever this happening is here at the bottom. Moving on to our next column, though, this is big messages for the month of December. So we have the card Reaction. This card needs one of 2 things here, Taurus. So sometimes something happens and like you get so busy that we don't have the time to process, we don't have the time to react. So if that's the case, make sure we process feelings, feel the feels, kind of go through the motions and allow ourselves to react. I do also want to be kind of careful when I say this. So the other meaning of this is like kind of like an overreaction. So as things come up, and I would never say that you're overreacting, Taurus, but it's being able to take a step back, process, and try not to let ourselves get too caught up in things either. So this could be needing to react, or this could be like kind of a heads up of trying to prevent what could potentially be an overreaction. Okay, let's take a look at our cards now though, and see what other messages I can give you here, Taurus. Again, just taking a look at December as a whole. So the first card that we have is the Strength card here. The Strength card is going to be about having the strength to push forward, having the courage to push forward and work through things. Again, I feel like for many of you, there's stuff that needs to be processed, things that need to still happen here. So a little bit of strength and perseverance and courage to get those things done. This is also a card of self-love and self-respect, and we need to love ourselves enough to process through these things, allow ourselves to react, and kind of normalize some of these feelings. Again, allowing ourselves to feel any feelings there may be. The next card that we have is the Two of Wands. I'm hearing here, Taurus, that we need to make a plan. So just be aware that some planning needs to happen. Maybe this is some 2024 planning. Maybe this is something you're working on, but it does seem like there needs to be a plan, and things almost like need to wait until there's a plan. Sometimes the Two of Wands can be a waiting card. So make sure that we do have a wait here. At the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is very healing, very nurturing, very supporting. Again, we need to allow ourselves to process and react and work through these feelings, especially knowing that the year is coming to an end. We don't really want to take like any baggage or anything heavy into 2024 that we don't have to, right? So be thinking about doing that healing, that nurturing, that support. But let's see what other clarifiers we have here. First up, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury. We actually have the Nine of Pentacles, so I like these side-by-side cards here. So this is luxury, financial gain, this is enjoyment. So I feel like we will continue to have gains, we'll continue to have this luxury. But again, there's some things that we need to have the strength to process, to work through if we want to keep having this enjoyment, keep having this luxury, right? The next card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of circle of support. As you make this plan, I feel like there are lots of people available to support you and lean on here. So leverage your circle of support as needed as you make this plan to move forward, especially as we work through this reaction and these feelings too. There's a nice circle of support there for you, Taurus. At the bottom, we have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a card of freedom. I feel like we're feeling a sense of freedom here, Taurus, from whatever this is that's happening. And now we're healing, we're nurturing, we're supporting, and there's healing coming from this too, and freedom coming from this. So by processing through these feelings, by processing through this reaction, by processing through these events, we're kind of freeing ourselves. Again, we're giving ourselves that healing, that support, that nurturing we needed. Definitely circle of support available there for you if needed. Moving on to our next column now, we have a quick money message for you. Money should first be invested in your physical, mental, and spiritual growth and development. Without health and well-being, without the health and well-being of these three, there is no purpose for money. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, your job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here. First up, we have the Temperance card. The Temperance card is a card of balance and harmony. I love to see this. Maybe your work schedule has been a little wonky. Maybe your finances have been a little wonky. So I like this kind of balance and harmony, especially I like a quiet end of the year. So I feel like we're having a more quiet end of the year, Taurus, so I like to see that for you. In terms of moderation, I know we are going to the holiday season, which can be really expensive. I would keep moderation top of mind, set a budget, and stick with it, Taurus. The next card we have is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. There's something more that we're wanting here. So we're going to take a look at this a little bit closer, but I feel like there's a desire. There's a want either for career or money-wise here. At the bottom, we have the Lovers card. The Lovers card is a card of deep love, partnership, strength together. Interestingly enough, so I do... Let me give you a couple different messages. I think there could be a new partnership coming into play, a new boss, a new mentor, a new coworker. So I feel like there's a new work relationship coming into play here potentially. The other meaning of the Lovers card is anytime we have two of something on a card, it can be a decision. So I do think there's potential for a decision to have to be made here, Taurus, or a couple different decisions. Again, there's long-term security, there's things that we want, and we need to like make decisions towards those long-term things that we want. But let's take a look at our clarifiers, all money cards here for you, Taurus. First up, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is a card of patience. This is something we've been waiting for, but this is money, news, income, some sort of new money with the Page of Pentacles. I like this because it's like with new money, that's going to bring balance and harmony as well. Nonetheless, though, my message about your budget still stands. So set a budget and stick with it, Taurus. The next card we have is the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of giving or receiving. It's very generous. I feel like you're on the receiving end. And again, this is moving you closer to your career desires, closer to your long-term goals, the things that you want. So again, we have career and money desires. I feel like we're on the receiving end of this. So moving closer to those desires. At the bottom here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a very long-term card. It's a card of leaving a legacy. This can also be our big money card, so retirement or inheritance. Again, there's some sort of relationship connection here to this money perhaps, or a new relationship leading you to this money for some of you maybe. But there could be like an inheritance or some sum of money coming in here. Again, we're receiving, there's new money coming in. So nice spread of money cards there, Taurus, for sure. Moving on now to our next column, anything related to love. So a quick love message. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage. So there's a shift coming here, Taurus. First up, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've ever watched my readings before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's good luck, it's good fortune, it's a turning point. It does appear that there is a shift, more money coming in, definitely a turning point here financially. The money could be family related, just given we're in the love column. So I know we're supposed to talk love in this column, not so much money. But the Wheel of Fortune being a money column, so potentially new money in the family there, or a shift of money in the family. The Wheel of Fortune, though, is also indicating a shift in love. And we have this New Beginnings card here with the Fool. So the Fool is the first card in the Major Arcana. Fresh hope, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. So love to see the Fool. When I see the Fool, I always tell people go for it. So perhaps this is an advancement of relationship, a new opportunity in your relationship, a new relationship altogether, a new friend. Perhaps this is a new animal too for some of you, but some sort of new beginning, Taurus. And at the bottom here, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a card of patience. It's delayed, it's waiting. Whatever this new is for you, whether it's a love interest, maybe it's a baby, maybe it's a new animal, this shift that we've been waiting for, it's something we've been waiting for, and that's what the Seven of Pentacles is saying. Let's go ahead and take a look at our clarifiers now. First up, we have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a card of family, friends, people we're connected to. Again, I feel like this is a shift in those relationships, or again, money could be coming from some sort of money, family, friend money there. The next card we have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of stress, exhaustion, having too many burdens. It's interesting. I feel like we have this opportunity coming, which is washing away some of this stress, some of these burdens. Maybe there's this new opportunity we wanted to go after and we haven't had the opportunity to because of some burdens or some just having too many things on our plate to this point. At the bottom, we have the Four of Swords. This is a card of rest, retreat, renewing, recovering, getting ourselves ready. Again, we've been almost like ready but waiting in this time. We've been prepping, we've been getting ready, we've been resting for this new opportunity. So I like to see that. Okay, looking now at our fifth and final column, this is a message from our future self or spirit guides, Taurus. We have the card Absence. So this can be a little bit of being a little bit withdrawn, giving ourselves a little bit of time and space here, Taurus. Perhaps you cancel a plan. Again, there's just some things going on. We're reacting, we're processing, we're getting ready for the end of the year. getting ready for the new year. So at some point we just might take some time and space for ourselves. That's never selfish. It's quite important that we carve that out for ourselves. But I do feel like us just giving ourselves a little bit of time here. Let's see what messages we've got going on here though. First up, we have the Knight of Swords. If you look, the horse and rider are moving very quickly here. There's a lot happening fast, so I can see why we would want to take a break, take a step back. Also, when things are happening fast, sometimes that's when we need to give ourselves time and space to process the most. The next card we have is the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is a card with a lot of different meanings. I feel like, again, we just need to give ourselves some space. This is an isolation card. So as things are happening in the whirlwind, don't hesitate to step out of the whirlwind and give yourself a little bit of time. I don't think there's really anything in a hurry. Things are moving fast, but we don't need to be going fast, Taurus. At the bottom, we have the the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is we're moving forward from something, we're moving on from something, but again, a lot of things are moving. There's just a lot of things in play here. So don't hesitate. Again, just because things are going fast doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be going fast here, Taurus. Looking at our clarifiers, first up we have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is a card of waiting. Again, you can take a step back, you can put a pause on things and wait. Just because things are going fast, you do not have to be. The next card we have is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is finding out information, finding out truth, all the different things that are happening right now. But again, you have the ability to take a step back with it, with the isolation, with the Five of Pentacles there. So you're finding out information, things are happening, but you don't have to move at that pace. At the bottom, we have the Eight of Swords. This is also like an isolation, withdrawing card. So don't hesitate to take a step back where needed this month, Taurus. All right, at this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use the Gypsy Witch Fortune Telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them here. Question number 1, we have the Six of Diamonds, number 51 card. That's going to be a no. Question number 2, we have the Four of Spades. This is number 49 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the Three of Diamonds, number 48 card. That's going to be a yes. So no, no, yes for you there. We also need to pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. This is a crystal to keep with you through the month of December. You have Rose Quartz, which is good for softness, love. This is also self-love, gentle but firm. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Taurus, we all need more healing. Your note says, part of the healing process is sharing with people who care. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Taurus, and I hope you have a wonderful December and end of the year.